Hello everyone. Hi VC. Hope everyone is doing well. Doing okay. Still in pandemic times. Haven't really been going to record stores or anything. I've been to McKay's a few times. That's really it. I've just been ordering a lot of records. My birthday was recently, so I sort of treated myself. I have a huge stack of records here that I am very excited to show. There's a lot of things in here that I have been waiting years to get my hands on. So, without further ado, I'll just get into it. First, Krallice, Years Past Matter. This is a progressive metal, black metal album from the band Krallice, featuring Colin Marston, who's been in a ton of different metal projects. This is a recent reissue. It's on magenta vinyl. I got this at McKay's. I think it was $17. And I love this album. I've been looking for it. I think I showed another one of my Krallice albums before. It's the self-titled one. But yeah, Krallice, Years Past Matter. From the same McKay's trip, Wes Montgomery, Small Group Recordings. This is a compilation of Wes Montgomery stuff. And I didn't know exactly what was on it, but part of this is the Live at the Half Note. I think it's like all of the Live at the Half Note sessions. And then there's a side on here that's got Jimmy Smith. I have yet to hear that one. It's probably going to be interesting. Ray Barretto on it. And it says the Small Group Recordings, which is sort of Verve's way of saying it's not going to have all those strings that kind of kneecapped a lot of Wes Montgomery's later stuff. There's some good stuff in there, though. I like A Day in the Life and everything. But yeah, Wes Montgomery, Small Group Recordings. This is a cheap find at Yellow Racket in the dollar bin. So excited about it. Universe Zero, Uzed, I believe is how you say it. This is a fantastic album. It's past like all of the classic stuff, but it's just wonderful. This definitely leans probably a little bit, it's a bit less sinister than the other ones, even though that's kind of a creepy album cover. But still, this is awesome. I got this for $3. Universe Zero, Uzed. This is a birthday present from my parents. Autechre, NTS Sessions 2. I love the NTS Sessions. I love Autechre. And this is probably my favorite one of all of them. And they picked this up for me. If you like electronic music, you probably like Autechre. They're huge. They're up there with Aphex Twin and people like that. But anyway, yeah, so excited to have this. NTS Sessions 2. This is a find on Discogs. I paid only $5 for it, I think. U2, War. I like some U2. I think they're rated. I'm not going to say they're underrated or overrated. They're just rated. But I really like this album, and I have another U2 album in here that I'm excited to show. But yeah, obviously has my favorite U2 songs, Sunday Bloody Sunday, New Year's Day, Two Hearts Beat as One, 40. It's a great closer. Yeah, so if anyone thinks that U2 has kind of gone downhill, just remember there was a point where they were a pretty damn good alternative rock band. U2, War. This was another birthday present to myself. I got this at the Ringgold Feed and Seed in Ringgold, Georgia. The guy there stocks a lot of krautrock and Japanese pressings of stuff. It's usually priced pretty high, but I went for this one because I love this album. I love Klaus Schulze. I don't have anything by him in the collection. So yeah, Time Wind. Electronic music, progressive electronic, stuff like that. Really great, excellent soundscapes, excellent textures. Love the sound of the synths on this. So yeah, Klaus Schulze, Time Wind. I think I spent $40 on this. Most I paid for a record in a while, but I went for it. This is a UK pressing. It was also the winner of Yellow Racket Chattanooga's giveaway contest for this copy of Hiroshi Yoshimura's Green. If you like ambient music, this is more electronic music. If you like ambient stuff, textures, soundscapes. Get into this album. It is a classic. It's on this really cool green vinyl. I think Light in the Attic did this. But yeah, this is awesome, and thank you to Yellow Racket for hooking me up with this. It's got this obi strip, but it doesn't like to stay on there. So I pretty much just keep it in a sleeve all the time unless I have it out playing it. But yeah, Hiroshi Yoshimura, green. Broken Social Scene, You Forgot It In, People. I've had this for a while and I've never shown it. I had it out to play. I love this album. This is just one of the best indie rock albums ever. It's weird, it's really heartfelt, the lyrics are great, the sound is great. This is just a wonderful, wonderful album. I got this out to play it, and I checked, and apparently this is way mega out of print. I think I got this on Amazon like 2 years ago for like $15, and they're going for $60 and $70. Don't pay that. Just wait. They'll repress it. But yeah, this is so, so good. Broken Social Scene. You Forgot It In, People. Got some more drone, ambient kind of stuff. Twin Sister Moon, Then Fell the Ashes. Twin Sister Moon is MIDI, I believe. One half of the band Natural Snow Buildings. One of my favorite drone music groups ever. They have like some psychedelic folk material that caps off these big cavernous drones. And this is a solo album by one of them. This is awesome. This is really cheap. It's not hard to find. I think I spent $8 on this on Discogs, and it's just great. So if you're into psychedelic folk music, drone music, really earthy textures, get into this album. It is awesome. This is another McKay's find. It's the only thing I walked away with on that trip. Tommy James and the Shondells, Crimson and Clover. Obviously a classic psychedelic pop album, has the big hit on it, Crimson and Clover. This is weirder than I remember it being. I never really got super into this album, but it's really, really good. Yeah, this is a really clean copy of it. First US, got this at McKay's. This was $6. It's another thing I decided to show because I just had it out to play. Susie and the Banshees, Juju, post-punk, goth rock. You probably know Susie and the Banshees if you know new wave or things like that. I got this at McKay's 2 or 3 years ago. It was only $5, which is an absolute bargain for this album. And it's really good. Dark, kind of foreboding, spellbound. Yeah, sorry, that's my Susie rendition. But yeah, this is a 1984 US pressing on Geffen? Geffen, yeah. Susie and the Banshees, Juju. This was sort of a womp-womp purchase. I wanted to upgrade my copy of Get Up With It, because mine was not in very good shape. So I ordered one on Discogs, and it came, looks fine. The records are in great shape, but these sleeves are just like roached, like totally split. Didn't say anything about that in the description. I was kind of mad. I sent him a message. I think he like refunded my shipping or something. But I now have an excellent play copy of Get Up With It. I can actually listen to it. It just doesn't look very nice, which is fine. I love this album. I really do. Honky Tonk, Rated X, just excellent Miles songs. This is something I have been looking for years. Brian Eno, Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy. Just fantastic, fantastic album. Like I said, been scouring the earth for this for years. Finally found a good one on Discogs, popped on it. The guy didn't play test it. He thought this was an ambient album just because he thought, oh, Brian Eno. He was like, well, since it's ambient music, it might be a little crackly, and I think this is like $15 as a first US pressing on the US Island label. It's got a corner cut. It sounds perfect. It just sounds awesome. I love this album so much. I love Brian Eno. I've been on an Eno thing recently. But yeah, if you know art pop, art rock, whatever you want to call it, glam, this can't get much better. Another McKay's find, Miroslav Vitus, however you say it. This is a U.S. repress of, I think his first album called Searching? Something like that. Infinite Search. But yeah, this is all. Look at this lineup. Herbie Hancock, Joe Henderson, John McLaughlin, Jack DeJohnette, and Joe Chambers. Like, it's an all-star lineup for your fusion album. And this is great. It's kind of in the Weather Report vein, the stuff that I really like the first two Weather Report albums. I've talked about them before, but this is awesome. This was $6, and I got it at McKay's. An album I'm really excited about, I talked about U2 earlier, I got a copy of the Joshua Tree. Now the sleeve is not in the best shape, but I got a deal for this, and the record just sounds amazing. This is like one of the best sounding recordings that I've ever heard, and believe it or not, the Joshua Tree was kind of a blind spot for me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was gonna sound like. I think I had it in my head that this one was pretty pretentious. Obviously, it's the massive one. But this is great. This is a really, really great alternative rock album. You can tell that Eno and Lanois had their hands all over the sound of this and everything. Yeah, U2, they're a bunch of ponces, but they made some damn good albums. So yeah, U2, the Joshua Tree. More Universe Zero, however you want to say it. Sous de Dehors. This is my favorite Universe Zero album. This is just supremely good, dark, challenging music. It's so good. This is one that you can just throw on, close your eyes, and it puts you in a place. It puts you in an infernal place. Just funny, because I think they have an album called Inferno or Heat Wave or something from like '88. But yeah, check this out if you like chamber music, prog rock, any of that. This is it's just fantastic. Sous de Dehors, Universe Zero. This album has been my recent obsession. My bandmates are really into OMD. I was really into Architecture and Morality a few years ago, and I heard this for the first time, and this is just amazing. This is like some of the best synth pop, some of the weirdest synth pop I've ever heard. The singles are so hard hitting. It's got these radio broadcast intermission things. And this is just wonderful. Like, I can't believe I've gone so long not hearing it. But yeah, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, Dazzle Ships. So $6. I got it on Discogs. It's a US pricing. A gift from my wonderful partner, Rosie. XTC, Skylarking. She won't admit that it's a gift from her. It showed up on my doorstep after I told her I was looking at a copy of it. And she says I ordered it in my sleep, which is very possible. But yeah, so this copy of Skylarking just showed up. XTC, one of my favorite bands ever. This is their classic album. This is the big one. It's not my favorite, but it means a lot to me. Just so good. If you know XTC, you know this album. This is the one. This is a US pressing. Does not have Dear God on it, which I like because it doesn't fit with the album. But anyway, Skylarking, XTC. Almost done. Start going faster here. This is a gift from my friend, Frippin' Evening Star, more Eno. This is in the ambient vein, of course, if you heard, like, No Pussyfooting or stuff like that. This is great. This is a chill album. Wonderful record to just throw on. Yeah, calming. This is a 77 UK pressing. So Evening Star, Frippin' Another album I'm very excited about that I've been trying to get my hands on for years, Einstürzende Neubauten, Drawings of OT. This is an industrial album. It's cavernous, it's dark. I think I've already said that in this video about something else, but challenging music, politically charged music. It's just wonderful. I love this band. And this is really like their classic. This is a US pressing on PVC. Also comes with a nifty live EP that's also really good. So yeah, check this album out. Einstürzende Neubauten, Drawings of O.T. Joe Beck, Nature Boy. This is a psychedelic rock album from 68 or 69, featuring Danny Whitten of Crazy Horse on it. Just awesome, bluesy, maybe like Hendrix inspired. Matt Sands showed this at one point, and I think that's where I checked it out from. But yeah, white label promo on the Verve Forecast label. This is $20 shipped on Discogs. Joe Beck, Nature Boy. Ornette Coleman, Free Jazz. Not much to say. Ornette Coleman's my favorite musical artist of all time, and I finally got a good copy of this. Laminate's peeling a little bit, but it's got that die cut, and obviously this is immense, life-changing jazz music. I mean, I don't know where I would be without this album, or Ornette Coleman in general. Ornette, Free Jazz. The end of an era here. I've been collecting David Bowie albums for the better part of a decade now, is what got me into record collecting, and I told myself I wanted a complete set of the RCA stuff. Obviously this is on Mercury, but this was the last one I needed. I might go for the comps, because I do like those a lot. I like Changes Bowie and stuff like that. But yeah, Man Who Sold the World, this is the last one I needed. It's kind of bittersweet. But I am really happy that I ended up getting one of the Mercury copies. I can't remember if it's stamped or etched or whatever, but I mean, it's already hard enough to find this. I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, David Bowie, the man who sold the world. Another birthday present to myself, John Cale, Fear. I got this at the Feed and Seed. This was $15, I think. You just don't see this album. You don't really see John Cale stuff from this era, and this is a great one. Again, it wasn't on purpose, but Eno had his hands on this as well. Phil Manzanera, excellent guitarist, and John Cale's songwriting on this is just, it's awesome. It's kind of poppy, kind of uncomfortable. So yeah, John Cale, Fear. And finally, here we are at the end, the big thing, the thing I'm most excited about. You've seen me post about it. Kraftwerk, The Man Machine. I finally have this. This has taken me years to find a copy of it. It's not even that rare of an album. I just don't see it. I've seen the traffic cones more than I've seen this. I don't think I've ever spotted it in the wild, but yeah. I got this on Discogs. This is a Netherlands pressing, obviously on Capitol. I love these labels. So charming. It's so Kraftwerk. Rest in please. Rest in peace, Florian Schneider. This is just excellent synth pop, progressive electronic, whatever you want to call it. It is amazing. So yeah, with that is everything. That's this big foreboding stack of records. If you're still here, thank you for getting to this point and watching. Leave a comment, talk to me. I love to talk about records and everything like that. So anyway, thank you, VC, and take it easy.